Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought of my New Year's resolutions and how I said I would read a book every month. So I thought of doing this video just because so many people are sitting at home right now. They don't really have much to do. So I was thinking about all of the stuff that I have at home, thinking of my New Year's resolutions. So I was just going to share with you my favorite books, the books I'm reading right now, and yeah, so maybe this will help you guys. You can read while you're sitting at home, whatever you're doing. But yes, so let's just get right into what books I have, what series I like, and everything like that. So the first thing I should probably say is I am like a young adult science fiction type of person. All of those genres, all of those books that are that genre, I love them all. I love science fiction books. I don't know why. I didn't expect to enjoy science fiction so much, but I do. So I'm going to start out with my all-time favorite book series. My all-time favorite is the Maze Runner series. So I have the Maze Runner, Scorch Trials, the Death Cure, the Kill Order, and then the Fever Code. The Fever Code is kind of like, it's part of this series, but it kind of goes back to like how the maze was built. It's kind of like the background story. So like I would say all of these are like the actual series, and then this is just kind of like an add-on. But the Maze Runner series is a young adult science fiction post-apocalyptic books. These are my all-time favorite. I love James Dashner. He is an amazing author. And then the other book that I love from him, I have not read the whole series, but I started reading The Eye of Mines. And it is, it's another series that he has. And this one's all about like being like virtual. Like it's all about like being online and like inside like a virtual place. So this is just another book by James Dashner. I love, 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 love his books, everything. So yeah, so The Eye of Mines is also another really, really good book. It is a series. I just don't have all of the other ones. But yes, so this one is also very good. Kind of the same like genre, science fiction type thing going on. And then the next book series that I like, I also don't have the last book, but I've read the first book like 4 times compared to the other couple books. But it is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This book is so good. I saw the movie first and then I realized that it was a book, and my oh my, have I loved this book. And this is like a thick book too. But this is so good. And like with everything going on right now in the world, like this book is what I am like thinking of. Like everything. This book is so good. Another science fiction book, like post-apocalyptic book. I don't know, maybe I just like those books. But yes, so The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. And then it also has The Infinite Sea that goes with it. And then the last book is The Last Star that I don't have. I only have these 2. I'm going to buy the other book to finish out the series, so then I have all 3 of them. But yes, The Fifth Wave is another amazing, amazing, amazing book. It is a little bit bigger, so I don't know if a lot of people would want to read it just because it is kind of a bigger book. But yes, so The Fifth Wave is what I think is going on right now. Everyone's quarantined. Like, everything's closed. It's all quiet. I don't know. It's just so good, and it just kind of goes with, like, what's going on right now. It might freak people out. It was kind of freaking me out thinking about this book, but now it's my favorite. It is one of my favorite books, and I love the movie also. I love all of the Maze Runner movies also. Keep in mind, I have all of them. Watched them all in the movie theaters, like, the day they came out. So I love books. I love books that turn into movies, except for when they get ruined. The next book that I really enjoy, I don't have the whole series, is Divergent. Divergent is also a very, very good science fiction, action, young adult book. Divergent is by Veronica Roth. This one is so good also. It just kind of explains so much, and like the different fractions, I think is what they're called. I don't know, but the different factions that they have in this book is just crazy to me, and like that she's the Divergent. It's so good. Another science fiction book. Are you shocked? You can probably predict what books I have now. But yes, so Divergent is another great book to read. Probably could read so many of these books in the time that everyone just has to sit at home, but yes. And then the next books series I have is The Vampire Diaries. So I have all of the Vampire Diary books. This actually is not all of them. I bought this from somebody, but this is not all of the books, I believe. I think there are some more. I might be wrong, but yes, I have all of the Vampire Diary books because I am obsessed with Vampire Diaries, the TV show. And then like the fact that like somebody was selling all of the Vampire Diary books, I bought them all. I bought all of the books that she had. So I have read them. I love the TV show more. Without a doubt, the TV show is way better. But these Vampire Diary books are awesome. I love reading no matter what. So, I mean, it's great. The Vampire Diaries by L.J. Smith. This is like 2 books in one. So it has The Awakening and The Struggle in it. And then this one also has The Fury and Dark Reunion. So these two kind of go like together. And then I guess these are kind of like the originals or something. I don't really know. I was kind of confused because there's like volume 1 and volume 2 and I don't know. And I think I'm missing a couple, but these two are good. And these go together. So it works, but I am not sure about the rest of these. But yes, The Vampire Diaries, without a doubt. I love the books, and I love the TV show. Yes. All right, and then the next series I have is a little bit different from all of the other ones, just because it's not like action and like supernatural and like the end of the world is coming. The next one is the Selection series. So I have the Selection, the Elite, the One, and then I have the additional ones of the Heir and the Crown. These are also so good. My coworker actually let me borrow the Selection one day, and I read it the entire time. I read the entire book at work. So then I went home and bought the series, and then I read the rest in like a week. They were so good, and I just like could not put it down. And I like got kind of an idea of what it was about, but like what was happening in the book was like not what I thought it would be at all. The books are so good. The Selection by Kiera Cass, so good. If these turned into a movie, you sure bet you I'd be at the movie theater the day it came out. They're so good, so good. The only thing I would change in this book though is the names of the characters. I just think the names could have been a whole lot better, but not my book. It's still a great book. The names are not that essential, I guess. But yes, I love these books. Also, that's another series I love, and it's a super quick. If you love it, you will get through it in like a week, and you can say you read 5 books in a week while you were just sitting at home. So yes. The next book that I have, if you don't already know, I am very big into musicals. So the next book I have is Dear Evan Hansen. This is so good. I bought this on our honeymoon when we went on our honeymoon, and I saw this in the little bookstore that they had, and I immediately bought it because Dear Evan Hansen is such a good musical. Of course, when I was finally going to see it, it got canceled because everything is shut down. The day before I went, they closed the theater, so I did not even get to see Dear Evan Hansen. But I have the book, so I can just like pretend that I just saw it and just read the book and feel like I was just there. But the book goes pretty closely with how the musical is, and it's cool that like this book has some of like the music in it, if that makes sense. Like the songs in the musical are like in the book. It's so cool. But yes, I have Dear Evan Hansen. It's another one that like doesn't really match like my genres, but I love musicals and I love this book. It's so good. Another kind of like young adult book. But yeah, so there's this one. And then the book series that I am reading right now is the House of Night novels in the series. So I have Marked that I've already read, and now I have Betrayed. They have a whole lot more books, so I buy the, like once I finish the one, I go and buy the other one, so then I'll eventually have the whole series. But this one is kind of another like vampire one. She goes to like the House of Night because she's a vampire, whatever. So it's another really good vampire one. Goes along with my Vampire Diaries because I'm obsessed with vampires. But yes, so these are the books I am currently reading. So it's kind of staying up with my 2020 New Year's resolutions by reading a book every month. Here I am trying to read a book every month. But now that we are all at home, basically everything's closing down, there's not much to do. I thought about reading a whole lot more just because reading just kind of takes you out of the world we're in and puts you in that world. So it's really nice to do that and kind of get out of here. But yeah, so I thought I would give you guys some suggestions on good books that I love to read. Yeah, so I hope you guys all have a great time sitting at home while everything's closed, whatever you're doing. But yeah, make the most out of the time that you have to just be at home, read some books, go outside, do whatever you want to do. But yes, I will just see you guys in my next video.